A nurse says that she saw a patient's soul leave the hospital. Story time. Hi, I wanted to share this story with you because it has stayed with me for years. I'm a nurse, and at the time I was working in a trauma center. One night we had a young patient come in by ambulance for a cardiac arrest. She was only 22 years old. From what we were told, she had spent most of her life living in a group home and had very complex medical issues. She was wheelchair bound and non-verbal, meaning that she couldn't speak. When she arrived, the entire team did everything we possibly could to save her. Unfortunately, despite all of our efforts, she didn't make it. After everything settled down, I was sitting at my station finishing up some charting. The room where she had been was down the hall from where I was sitting. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw someone come out of that room and start moving down the hallway past the nurse's station. At first, I didn't think much of it until I looked up and I completely froze. Standing there right before me was the same girl that had just passed away. Only this time she was no longer wheelchair bound. She was standing. She was walking. She looked healthy. She looked happy. She was even smiling, almost like a giddy smile, like she was excited. Even down to wearing the same clothes that she had when she came in. She was wearing gray sweatpants and a green t-shirt. There she was standing before me wearing the same exact clothes. She continued to glide right down the hallway, past our nursing stations, and towards the doorway that was at the end of that hall. Then she just simply disappeared. I can't explain what I saw, and I know how crazy it sounds, but in that moment it didn't feel scary at all. It felt peaceful. My honest belief is that what I witnessed was her soul leaving. The girl had spent her entire life in a body that was sick and limited. Seeing her walk out of that room healthy and smiling felt like she was finally free. I have never been able to forget it. I 100% believe her story. I again worked in a trauma center for many years, and I have witnessed this myself. You would see patients coming in extremely sick. They unfortunately would pass away, and then multiple times you would see them leaving. But this time they were no longer sick. They weren't attached to their sick bodies. They were healthy. They were happy. Their soul is not sick. Their body is. Their physical body is, not their soul. So they would leave happy. They were able to cross over in a much better state. Which leads to the next most asked question is if you stay wearing the same clothes that you were wearing when you pass away after, like on the afterlife. And I believe so. I think so. So always try to look your best, I guess.